I can't believe I've finally got the Nintendo Game & Watch in my hands. This is a very familiar device for the kids in the 80s and the 90s. After 15-20 years of gap, they've come out with a new version. And this one's mainly got Super Mario's 2, a ball game, and the classic Time. So, and this time it's no more cell batteries. You can actually use USB-C charging directly, which is a good thing. So let's just unbox this package and see what it contains. So there's a glass cover that we need to remove first, and let's see how to unbox this. I think it's a typical old-fashioned way. I don't think they have it anything fancy. It's not the Apple packaging you should expect. So right out there you can see the USB charging cable. So let's just take that away. It's one of the ugliest packing you can find. That's fine. And I think the only thing remaining is the console, and it feels very light in the hands. Wow, what a feel. I just can't believe this. This is just a flashback of the 80s and the 90s. It's exactly the same console, the same gold finish, plastic buttons on the left, and I guess it's rubber buttons on the right. And it's got red plastic on the back side. This is exactly the same color theme they had back the old days, and use USB-C charging port over there. Then you have the power button, and on the left hand side you see a small it's supposed to be speakers, so it's speakers there. That's where the sound comes from. You close the gap there, you don't hear sound. I guess nothing else in the cover. There is some Chinese instructions. I guess none of us will understand that. And pretty much the box is empty. There's nothing else inside it. So now let's just power it up and see what it has. And this will be the first screen that you would see when the first time you log in. So the first time you boot up, this is what you're going to see. I've seen this only once, and once you power it off, you don't see it again. So it says press time. I press time. There's no touch screen. It's not a touch screen. It's all via buttons. So let's change the time. You can change the wallpaper of the time, as you can see. Go to settings. You can change the sound. You can adjust the brightness as well. These are the only two adjustments that you can do: the sound and the brightness. Let's now set the time. It's pretty straightforward. You just see time and nothing more. No date and no day. Let's move on to the games. So there are three kinds of games, and let's begin with the classic Super Mario Brothers, which most people are familiar with. And I hope you can see the screen clearly. You can play 2-player or 1-player, just like how it was available in the Nintendo console. It's exactly the same. The screen is quite small. I think for this century, most millennials will complain that the screen is too small for them to see. I just wish it was a little bit more bigger. Otherwise, everything else feels great. The buttons and even the animation, the whole motion, and very quick. Even the power up, the power on, power off. Feels really good, just like the classic. And you are playing the classic game. So nothing has changed. It's the same sound, the same graphics, but now you're able to enjoy it without having to connect it to a TV. You can just play it on the mobile, on the go. It's very nice. It's a retro feel. It's for those people, for those generations who've actually used this console and they want a piece of it, and here it is. The best games of Nintendo have been Super Mario's, and that's where you get this. So this is Super Mario's 2. Let's see how this works out. I don't think most people would have played this. I think not everybody would have played this version. It's a little bit more complex and complicated to play, but it still has the same fun. And this was also a very popular game back then. So I hope you've got an idea of what this console can and the games available in this. And this is the last version. This is exactly how the games used to be in these kind of consoles. It used to be a black and white game, and it should be tick tock, tick tock. And they've just put in one of these, I think, just to remind us of the past games. I can't believe I'm actually playing this today. It's just great that the Nintendo has actually thought about us, and they knew we've got our emotions onto this console and these games. Just brilliant. So you can see the battery level here as well as the time, and that's about it. Love the feel of this console, the size, the weight is very light, and you can carry it anywhere, put in your pocket. You just feel very comfortable. It's just the old-fashioned way. They've made it just the way it was. Brilliant device for those people, those fans who always wanted the Game & Watch. It's back again, so get it while you can. And thanks for watching.